Hello, everybody. Hello, my friends. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome. Pikmin, Midmoo, welcome in, Nightbot, welcome in, Lucius, welcome in, Sash. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Now, welcome in, Peter. Nice to see you guys. How are we doing? How has it been? I haven't seen you guys in ages. Oh my fucking god! It's been like hours, right? It's been hours. That's crazy. It's crazy. Like, are you okay? How's it been? How's life been? Not long enough. Right. Well. Thank you guys for watching today. I'm sure we'll see each other soon enough, but apparently we need to take more time. Fuck yourself, Lucius. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Welcome in, Sonny. Welcome in, Snail. No, I should say my streak. A lot has happened since last stream. I'm a changed man. I had some dinner. That's all that's happened. Is I ate some dinner, I watched a Whoopi video, and then I made some tea, and here I am again. I look forward to every time you go live. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I know it's a bit of a weird time spot. I know we said earlier in the day is better for you. However, you know, it's a little double feature going on. So I did receive a game suggestion literally at the end of last stream, and it piqued my curiosity. I was told not to look into it too much, but to watch the trailer. I did. The game's called Beginner's Guide. I have no fucking clue what it's about. I have no idea what it's about. But essentially, we're going to play through this game today. However long the game is, that's the length of today's stream. Voices of the Void will be back tomorrow, probably. Knowing me, tomorrow. Welcome back, you silly old man. Hello, my friend. Welcome in, Calm. Let's see. It's my second stream of the day. I'm glad we could see you for one of them. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So, welcome in. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, everybody. I'm back, and I've got the camera on. I'm not feeling so confident with the camera right now, but. We'll let it rock. Can you see that? I'm like pulling this up. You can see that, right? Yeah. Let me do this. Create a stream summary. That's what we want. Then create a dashboard. And get rid of that. Not that. Get rid of that. Very good, right? So now we can see everything. If I need to check on all the shit that's going on, I can see it right there. Very good, very good. I hope you didn't see anything nefarious in the time that I was looking at the window. I am going to run 3 minutes of ads, right? I'm going to do that right now. So if you aren't subscribed, I'm very sorry. I'm not going to be doing too much for the next 3 minutes. I'm going to run the 3 minutes of ads so that we don't get any ad breaks while the game is being played, okay? I know this is a pretty small game. Apparently it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And like I say, once this ends, once the game ends, the stream, that's the end of the stream. I'm going to go do something else. But I figured we could share this. There's a lot of games like this that have piqued my interest, and I've been like, these are going to be really fun. I should try this. I should do a stream of this, or we should like play it and have a good time together. And then I do it offline, have a fantastic time, and think, oh, dude, I should have streamed that shit. Thanks. I've been studying like a. Wait, what? You're stream? Oh, I see. I understand now. Stop mimicking me. Don't. This is the real me. You are not me. I'm me. Get better. Wait, I may sleep throughout this. I'm feeling sick as a dog. Have a good stream if I'm not around. All right, buddy, no problem. Get yourself some medicine, some water, lie down, have a rest, all that good stuff. I'm sure, if you take some time for yourself, you'll probably feel better soon enough. Let's get this already. We got 2 minutes of ads left. Let's wait for those to end. We got 2 minutes of ads. We'll wait for those to end so that I don't think Snail has a sub, but we can wait. I don't want to, run those ads and then start the game and we miss some context. So. My understanding of this, based on my very limited knowledge, is that this game is like a collection of small games that you're kind of just thrust into. They don't tell you the rules. They don't tell you what anything means or what anything does, and you're kind of just left to kind of interpret how those you get to interpret those games at face value, right? And then it kind of creates some kind of narrative, I'm assuming, or some kind of story. So we'll see. Sai is here, but currently in an ad. You can tell that Oshie is an AI. Clearly speaking, as Sonny speaks as well. Blinking so unusually and barely moving his head. I wouldn't do such a thing. I am not an AI. I hate that shit. That's weird. Welcome in, Darren. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see you. We're just waiting for the ads to end so that people who aren't subbed can join in straight away. I will say, when we rated out earlier, that we rated a fucking good stream. I enjoyed that stream. What was her name? Jessica, I believe? Yeah, excellent stream. I enjoyed that stream a lot. Welcome in, Gabe, and I see you. I am Steve, Flint of Steel, by the way. Go ahead, get your shiny rolls in. We got 45 seconds until this ad ends. And as soon as that happens, we'll begin the game. I hope you're feeling better soon, though, Pikmin. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. But yeah, what have I missed in the last hour? Did anything cool happen? Update me, motherfuckers. What did you do for the last hour? Tell me. You specific. Yeah, you. You know who you are, motherfucker. You. What have you been up to? Go ahead, tell me. Go ahead, tell me what you've been up to. I'm looking at chat, by the way. When I'm looking at that, I'm looking at chat. Tissue. You disgusting little fucking wretch. You fucking masturbated? You didn't wait till the stream was on? You're weird. Stuck in traffic for like half an hour. Oh no, wait, are you not in an ad? There's an ad. Wait, what? Working on getting better at working on getting better at Rocket League. Working on betting getter. Ads have now ended. Welcome back, everybody. I'm not going to start without you. Trying to take out a transmission. Jesus. Well, fuck me. You guys have been busier than me. I keep working my job and playing old school RuneScape, so exactly what I did during the stream. Okay. I sat in silence and waited for you to return. We will still be playing Viscera after the stream too, so don't worry too much. We will be hanging out. So you should be able to hear the game. There's like birds tweeting. I'm going to turn that up because it's a little bit quiet. Are you there? Relearning how to code for interviews? Hell yeah, that's fucking cool. We got a few people learning how to code right now. So, based on that description, this game's going to be fucking crazy. So let's see what... It's made by the guy... Oh my god, fuck me, bro, that's bright. Jesus, I just got like fucking Outer Wilds. The sun is fucking exploding. Bro, we don't need this much white. Like, thank you. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like literally covering my eyes. Where are my sunglasses at?
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide.
Thanks.
My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Team Fortress 2 came out.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made.
Whoa!
It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Is this actually in the source engine? No, it's not.
Even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters
these that's so
cool.
These
blobs
You're in the
impossible floating crates around the level.
Yeah, like over there. I
saw that. It destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person.
Yes.
And it kind of makes you wonder.
No texture here.
What was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
This is cool.
So, it's 2008. Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If
this
you
is
have
such
a
a cute
particular
fucking
interpretation
concept
that I haven't mentioned here, or
this is such a cute fucking concept.
You can email me at davey.
You can email him? Don't email him, chat.
@gmail.com.
Email him. Email that guy right now. I'll link to the stream.
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
I'm Oshie. November 2008. This is such a cool concept. Right, bro, hold on. You can skip the levels too. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. That's fucking awesome. So, we're just going to be going through these old games? Oh, shit. Hold on. Right. Mouse sensitivity. I just gotta fix it a little bit. It's very high. That's a little bit low, but you know what? This will do. No, that's too low. I banged my keyboard on my mouse. Just a teeny bit more. I know these aren't meant to be played seriously.
It's called Escape from Whisper.
Maybe they are, actually.
And it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Oh, this is kind of cool, though, isn't it? Is this really made in 2008? Needs his FPS skills. It's more that I want to be able to comfortably, like, look around, you know? I don't want to be, like, spinning around too much all the time and perpetually, like, fucking overshooting things. Is it a mirror? No. Yeah. No? Possible alien life forms. Oh no!
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Oh, the aliens never showed up.
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere. But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
I'm so intrigued by this. I am so intrigued by this concept. Is the camera too dark? Hold on. I don't really want to keep the light on because I'm kind of greasy right now. I'm a little bit on the... whatever, it's fine. Who gives a fuck? Gives a shit, dude. Who cares? I've been live for fucking... I've been live today for a total of maybe like fucking 700 hours. So. Oh yeah, you get that... Hold on, you can see the skybox line too. I feel like I'm having a conversation with this guy. This is fucking cool. Game development is really, really cool. It's so cool. Isn't it? Like, this is just some shit that somebody made.
Apparently the space station has a labyrinth on it.
Oh, of course it does. And I didn't follow the left wall.
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
What? No! Buddy, come on. I'm overshooting it still.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper Machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
The Whisper Machine. Oh yeah, that's what these signs have been saying the whole time. Is this it? Presumably.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the Whisper Machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
I have to die?
But for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying,
Half-Life
is
death.
probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh? Oh, I'm back. Oh! 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 Freedom. What the fuck?
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that...
You wanna know what I just did? I mentally checked if I was on the right path before he moved me. And I was literally,
you've just had to traverse.
I was like here. You see what my mouse is? Can you see that? My mouse even visible? Not, is it? I can fucking see the spot where I was stood. I was on the right track. No. If you go to the last door and follow it to that corner, turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left. That's where I was stood. And he goes, I'm just trying to skip you on past now. I was nearly there. What do you mean?
I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking. But what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
It must be cool to be able to just make shit like that. Like, oh, the past was behind her. Okay. This is so interesting. There's a lot in this game I think you specifically will connect to, and it's insane to me how no one ever talks about this.
Yep.
Oh,
in this game,
you can only walk backwards.
Walk backwards.
I see. The past was behind her. What? This is weird. I kind of fuck with this though. It's just, oh.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
What is going on? Future is always behind her? How will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't
That's
need
cute.
anything more than
I like that. I like that. It's just a
which to
fucking
me
concept.
is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
We're glad people get to experience this game. I've only just heard about it, literally today. Welcome in, by the way. Nice to see you, Treve or Trev. I don't know. How do I pronounce your name? Oh no, we got fucking like the fog of war. Okay. But no, I was recommended this at the end of my stream earlier on because my second stream of the day, and I just the concept just stuck with me. Oh, now entering. It feels a bit like I don't really have a space to talk, though. You know what I mean?
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay. December. Nonsense.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games. I wish I'd known him at the time.
You know what this kind of feels like? This
games.
One specifically.
He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it.
This one, this specifically, like, is bringing back like an ancient dream I had. I think I've told you guys about it.
Once he stopped work on it,
was 3 towers in a desert. It wasn't exactly this, and it wasn't a staircase, but a road. Have I told you the story? It was a horrible dream. I had a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
That was it. It was dead to him.
This looks like something from one of my dreams. Like, absolutely.
What are you gonna do?
Liminal space. Yes. I fuck with liminality though as a design concept. Like, absurdism and liminality is cool as fuck. Shit.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay. What's in here? Is a picture of like his fucking childhood dog or something? Abo. Stand on an X staring at a bear for 3 hours. What is this? Game's filled with chairs except what? You construct the wall, the walls destroyed, you were given a medal. Sharks are trying to eat you simultaneously, you're trying to eat the sharks. Is this a
room that's warm
these ideas?
And nice and filled with
That's
little
you to
ideas for games.
Oh, wow. You must address and rally a group
Coda
of
would
eager
often
press
tell me
reporters.
that he didn't mind if people
Doesn't that
thought
game
of
exist
him
now?
as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
The stand-up notebook. That's what this is, you're right! I was thinking when with the music and stuff, doesn't this feel very intimate? Doesn't this feel very intimate? I feel like I am reading someone's diary. Ready, set, fish? Come on, sharks. Okay. These kind of remind me of the old SCP games too. Have you ever played those? Like SCP Containment Breach in its early builds felt like this. A lot like this, actually. Welcome in, Lucky. Nice to see you, buddy. Diary on my cereal. I have diarrhea.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
I can solve it. We close the door and we open the door again. Walking backwards. Jump. Oh, I can jump now. They give me a jump button. I know what I do. I press E. Yep.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
In terms of, sorry, you should stream SCP. I already did, actually. I played the whole game. I played it on stream in 2020. That's been that long. Is it 2021?
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. All right, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls.
It is a fake fucking wall. I could tell. I think. Wait. Oh my god. There's no way that's all real. There's no way someone actually made all that, right?
There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea.
You can't. Can you not go there?
In the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior, and then in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Go on, get rid of the fog of war, do it. And there's gonna be like fucking the Eiffel Tower or something, do it. You are now exiting. Oh, hang on.
Aha. So, this,
feels
combined
now.
with the entering
Slidey
game earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
I'm so intrigued. I can't, like, I wish I had more to say. I wish there was more I could say. You know, I gotta be quiet. There's no way that he's not about to talk again. What did I just catch?
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Okay.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
My goat!
Like all engines,
Fuck
Source
yeah.
has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly.
I love Source.
One of the things
Source.
that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Nothing? Nothing.
The tools
Come on,
available to
Coda.
the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
There's no health bar, right? Nope. Okay. We can just drop through. Oh, dude, this is cool. Honestly, just taking it in quietly is one of the best ways to play. Yeah, I get that impression. I really do. Listen, I know it's your first stream here, but like, oh no! It's okay. I do be talking, and I do be waffling, and I do be like screaming and shouting, so... we're gonna give this game the respect it deserves. We are. I'm not gonna... Anytime the narrator is speaking, I will not be speaking, and... I'm gonna keep my thoughts brief until like there is a moment we can talk about it. Like right now, I don't want to, like, you know, accidentally ruin it. Talking is better for stream. I get it. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I just be talking regardless. It's a character fault at this point. Screaming and shitting. I'm gonna be honest. Between like the earlier stream and now, there has been one big change, and it's that I have taken off my pants. I pray to God that camera does not move. Okay, we go to prison?
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I appreciate that, actually. Thank you.
This
What?
is
We did
something
our
that
time.
he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
That gives me like the vibes of like the Citadel from Half-Life 2. You know, at the end, that's what this reeks of. And I think it actually came this 2009, right? What year did Half-Life 2 come out? 2007? Possible. And this does remind me a lot of Half-Life. It might just be the Source engine. 04? Really? Wow. I think I'm thinking of the orange box.
With the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Yeah, backdoors vibes. Yeah, I can see that totally. There's a game called Superliminal. I played that one off stream. That would have made a fantastic stream. I played that a couple of years ago. If you haven't played that game before, it's all about your perspective. Our perspective changes like everything. Brilliant fucking game. Brilliant game. Exactly like this. You there? Did you come from up above?
Here,
What was
Coda
it?
begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
There was an enormous prison that I spent hours in. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes. I'd prefer not to tell you, after all, we've only just met. Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before I came here. Again, perfect. Now please tell us you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. God, I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I'll say... But I did solve it, right? Didn't I? I guess technically he did it for me. You didn't solve it? Am I going to be attacked? So you have learned nothing. You cannot help us escape this prison. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be someone else. Lucky. That's so sad. Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? No, I've been right here this entire time. Or yes, do you want to know how to solve it? I'm gonna say no. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved. You can sit in the black space in the middle. What happens if I solve it? Why would I sit in the black space? Oh, it's plenty peaceful. It may not seem that way at first, but you'll come to think so in time. Eventually. This is so weird. I love like just abstract fucking random weird stuff. It's awesome. Like I wonder what the fuck.
So we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
I just wonder what he was thinking. You know what I mean? What does this? Because surely the dialogue means something. I'm sitting here like now going game journalism mode. Like, it really makes me feel like I'm thinking. Push his glasses up nose. Okay.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Right. Okay. I'm so fucking fascinated. It's making my brain swell. I haven't felt like this playing a game in ages. I'm sitting here like enthralled. I'm like, bro, really? I need to play fucking Stanley Parable as well. That's a game I don't think I've ever actually played. No, you are beginner's guiding. Doing my best. Although I should have read that. Fuck. Wonder how he made the music track and his thought process. I don't think he did make the music. Judging by the fact it's following us between stages, I think that's probably been added for this game. You know what I mean? I don't think this was made by Coda. Nice room. Not. It's pretty cool actually. It's got a big open window. You know, no rain. Crazy.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
That's cute. I like that. That's a cute little memory. Oh, now it's like I'm in Halo. Actual Halo vibes. No problem, Lucky. Have fun. Whoa, holy shit. Can you guys hear me? So he's like written these out as if they are people exploring this. You know what these are like? They're like, what is the word? Like preludes? No, that's not the word, right? Prelude? Like these feel like, you know, in Dark Souls. Incredible. I thought that was in the game. You fucking dick. I thought that was in the game. These are like the in Dark Souls when you die.
Skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Hey.
Either way,
makes me sad.
To me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Wow, incredible! Can you imagine he just drops that in?
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Dude is such a good writer. Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. It's making me feel something. I ain't gonna front. I wanna let this play out because I just want to see where this goes. Holy shit, bro! You got a lot to say. No problem, Sesh. Have a good sleep, buddy. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. I just saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I'm crying now. I'm planning on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. Okay. Jesus. Oh, did he pull his eyes out? Is this all the same guy or is this separate people? How is there wood and grass and concrete here? What the fuck? Balls. Is this all the same person or are these separate like entities? You know what I mean? Like in his head. Is he like, oh, these are all individual people's like interpretations of this? Or is it one person's multiple interpretations? He took his eyes out there but now he can't type. What that looks like. What the shit is this cavern? Boring! I can assure you, guaranteed, that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. How many there are? Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. It's really sad. How old was Coda? I refuse to believe. It literally said that it's left by players, so it's meant to be different people. Butt-ass butt. Pardon me, I need to go to the frickin' bathroom. Recognize me, please. This, to me, feels like 15, 16 years old. I think that's about the age I would have been in 2009. I think I would have been 15. Don't listen to that guy. There's nothing here, go back! Don't listen to this guy. But there's nothing here, go back! I'm telling you, don't listen to this guy. One lies, one tells the truth. You have to figure out who's going to heaven and who's going to hell. A free t-shirt! Oh, hell yeah. Need on the side door, why you so? Door how open? Open sesame. Makes game, includes door, cannot open door. Thanks. It's so weird, again, it's like games... He's criticizing his own game that was never... He's like strawmanning himself. No, not strawmanning. He's making he's criticizing himself through an NPC in a game that he made... I don't know, that's just so weird. A single-player offline game. Someday I will meet the person who made this. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. Okay. New room! Hell yeah, new room just dropped. Did you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I would very much like to be desired. That's so sad. Welcome! Congratulations! I don't really know where to go with this. It's me when someone wins a giveaway. I can go in here, I think. Yeah, don't bother. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. Now that's fucking so real. That is incredibly real. This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. I am compelled. Stop! Turn back! Proceeding further will only result in misery! I jump this? No, it's too far. Take my hand, let's jump together. No, it's too far. Look how many there are! Cabbage shapes our nation? What is that painting? I'm gonna speed this up. It doesn't matter if you ever get over... What? It does not matter if you ever get over there? Hey, don't talk about me that way. Okay, I'm gonna just move ahead. We're gonna move through these a bit. I just need someone to talk to. Whoops. This is a note? Don't listen to the other notes. I'm not safe. Are they all gonna be pondering this? Colorblind, you know what I mean? Like, that looks like there'd be text hidden in there, like colorblind mode or something. Painting, what does it mean? Stop pretending you are other... Now that fucking dude. Stop pretending you are other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. How much of this is like just him... That one's been repeated. From up here it just looks like dots. It is. You need to read them all. I'm not doing that. I think about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Help, I'm trying to speak. Art. That's my input, that's what I would say. Stop faking it. God, there's so much here. It's so much. It's just a messy collection of, like, dialogues of him, like, attacking himself and, like up there, he's, like, criticizing himself and, like, we will all die someday. Like... Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Devil Tower Star. About how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Yeah, that's what that means. He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. He hated himself. This is horrible. Maybe I'll feel real someday. Okay, I need to move on. This is making me sad. Well, I'm here now. Yep, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret. He kept it well. What is his terrible secret? I beat the game! I mean, there's still a lot more going on. More room.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
I can see that actually, yeah. Kind of like closing the door and locking it on the way in, or the way out, sorry. You know what I mean?
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Interesting. Interesting. This is like towing the line between like video game and interpretive art, I think. Puzzle have a solution? I've been here for literally an hour. What the fuck do I do? Help! Help! Shit, how do you solve it? Developer answers, please? Look at this. Even this. It's like, again, what the fuck? You wrote that to yourself. Doesn't make sense that the second door won't open.
And because there's this
I agree. I
know.
know.
The doors, a space between spaces. Before you move on, you get to pause.
Sorry, there is no second switch.
A few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together.
He would just do like this?
To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
It's so strange and, like, I don't know, What a typewriter I can hear? How do you leave notes? Oh, here we go. Welcome to the ideas room. This is where the magic happens, clearly. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak. Jesus. It really does feel like I'm going through someone's diary, though. It doesn't even feel like that. No, it's okay. That's a horrible title.
This one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like someone else is giving me a tour through someone's diary, or like someone's journal of their life. It's just weird. Doesn't it feel weird, like invasive? I feel a little bit perverted, just like going through someone's like games. It's so cool, though. What a cool fucking concept.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay. There's nothing there. Oh, what furniture? Oh, I see. In the center of the room. What a giant hole in the ground. It's a table. This is a fucking table. About along the wall of the room? 10 stoves lined up along the wall. Come on. Coda, what are you doing? I'm not reading that. I'm thinking 10 by 12. Just give me a lamp. And a table. You need a table. I've got a table.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake. So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
So fucking cool, though. I wish I could do this, you know what I mean? I wish I could make stuff like this. I will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully, take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Gone. Good. Go over to the photo frame what is it? And click to turn it slightly. E. Now, turn the floor lamp in this room off and turn it back on. Floor lamp, you? Why the fuck is there a floor lamp? I mean this. Left-side sofa, move it over a little. You got it. Finally, touch the shelves. Yep. That's it. In a real prison, the escape is now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Table? Okay, hold on. Let's remember this because it probably does actually work. Table, painting, lamp, left side, couch, shelf. Okay, and the lamp has to be on and off. It was table. Okay, well, I'll just fucking remember it when we're there. It's fine. Return. Take me home.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to it.
Coda!
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
He was
Let me
having
just
fun
walk
with
you real
this.
quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unravel.
No, I think it's cool. I feel like he was
And
going
for
like...
what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Maybe Coda's in prison? I mean, maybe it's the most literal interpretation of art ever. And he's in prison making games, like, in 2009. Maybe that's it. Yeah, let's go with that. We're leaving prison, is that right? I'm gonna call somebody. Call someone to pick us up. Hello? Who is this? It's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You are me. What is going on? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yeah, I was in the furniture maze. I was in the escape store.
Conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
That's where I am right now. I'm so glad to know that I can get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison. Why? Was there anything about it that you felt good about? Being here sucks. True, maybe I only like things once I don't have them anymore. I do that too, I guess. Is that just how I'm gonna be forever? I'd really like to change that. Maybe? If you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. And how do they know that? Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. Okay, I'm starting to understand what the prison might be. All you have to do is tell me how you feel, be sincere. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just be sincere, it will make sense. Sincere about what? That's exactly what you need to figure out in order to escape. Oh my god, okay. I hope this wasn't a child.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Even though he said it to himself? Even though he literally told us that he said it to himself?
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
God, I love the Source engine. Getting too real. Needed a moment with that one. Let's not talk
To me,
about
this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Oh my goodness! I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and I'd be right miserable. And right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes. Oh my god. He's like changed, he's fixed it. The formatting's crazy.
Is a step up from previous games.
Yeah.
Including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work. And this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
2 months? Wow. We cleaning this whole place? That's the story, little one. The same height. Don't worry now. We'll be through this mess in no time. I promise you'll wish there were more. Why don't I finish up here? In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Right, got it. Nice. So that's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? You got it. Where's the bedroom? Where is the bedroom? Oh, here we go. Nope, that's the bathroom. Where's the bedroom? While you're in there, why didn't you straighten out the rug a bit? Yeah, you got it. Oh, and the books. I should probably get the books. Been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? Rent dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did like cleaning my own room. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, someone put this couch all in a mess. Would you come out and straighten these pillows here? Yep, you got it. But it looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. You motherfucker, and they just left it? We mop that up as long as you're there. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with it? Oh god, Coda. Yeah, I'll try to get by. No. No, it was stupid, sorry. Never mind. Hey, these dishes need... This... these are so... bizarre. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect, we're all just human. Where's the tub? Yeah. All these books still scattered on the floor of the bedroom? Yeah, I saw that before, actually. I saw that! Listen, I'm speedrunning it! I was trying to do it before, but I couldn't. Perfect. Will you come and clear the dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like
I just did this.
It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do these chores ever end? House cleaning is so difficult, how do you do it? Are all houses this easy to clean? Let's go with that. Discord is down? That's okay. Oh, let me tell you something. In your lifetime, you're going to clean a lot of houses, and among all of those, a few of them will stick out as truly wonderful. I'm going to cry today. I'm going to cry today.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period
Not today, buddy. Coda, not today.
Grossly happy.
None of them will be the ones that were easy.
Walked around with a constant smile on his face.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, okay, wait. It gave me a fucking mission. Looks like I'm gonna cry. I can't believe it. I'm turning it down. Looks like the tub has gotten dirty again. Would you mind tidying it up a bit? I know, I feel sad now too. I did it. Don't do this to me, please. Oh my god. I don't think I can read that. I'm gonna cry. Don't cry, you'll make me cry? Okay, we won't cry. Let's not cry together, everybody. Earlier, when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. It's a weird thing for someone to just say, yeah, you're right, that's pretty cheesy, but there's a bit of truth in that, no? Really made me cry, motherfucker. Whew, dude, I think I turned bright red when I, like, oof, I don't think I've ever cried, like, I've cried on stream before, but, like, not to a video game. Keep doing this. Box, would you please clean up the box? I want to sell my soul. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep your house, you need it. You need somewhere to live. Pillows on the couch are a mess.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Cute. This is sweet. I like this. Question. Okay.
But, of course, it can't last.
No!
The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again,
you can't just do that. You had a beautiful metaphor going. I'm
long.
speaking over him. I'm sorry.
You can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
I understand what this is about. I understand what this is about now, 100%. And if Code is dead, I'm gonna weep. So be prepared for that. I'm gonna fucking weep. I understand. That's so upsetting that that's just like, oh yeah, like, well, time to go, bye. You know what I mean? That's so sad. Like a little island of, like, peace, and then just back at it, back to it again. And we're at the lamp.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Oh, September! Items you love at members-only prices.
Goofy.
Okay, Goofy? I need Goofy right now. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? I love this. Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No! You came here to become perfect. The workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I'm teleporting. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life, chat? Who do you know is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? But to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game,
being perfect is effortless. Another black hole. I'm the speaker and the audience. Oh wait, there I am. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort?
The teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh yeah. On the way to work, I told an old person to start contributing to society. Yeah, good. That's what I did. How long does this go? As far as I understand, about an hour and a half to 2 hours, but I'm going a little bit slow, so I don't know. Let me tell you this right now. If it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. Let's go with that one. What am I saying right now, by the way? Who am I speaking to? What, like, it's incoherent. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions in your life, you're not doing it right. Guess that? Yeah, I don't know. You will understand. Does any of this even matter? Can I just press 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Aha! Just kidding! Imagine, what the fuck? You're like lecturer, I was like, yeah, good thing you're not as smart as me. We're gonna be perfect, all of us. We're gonna be perfect. I'm telling you, especially you. Oh, I think I'm developing a cyst. Haha! Just kidding. I'm perfect. You are stupid. Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys! Something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out! It's coming for you. Everybody, run! We know the game ends before I'm back. How it ended up. Absolutely, yeah. Yes.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. to assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
Interesting.
I think about this game a lot these days.
Well, it goes to 2011, and we're currently in January 2010, so... This is the prison
This
furniture,
one
right?
took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was
Okay.
4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex.
Why?
So I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Was that cis thing? Hold on. No, probably not. Probably not. That's not good. Listen, probably not. He didn't slow down because, you know, nothing like that, right? The performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are a gathering of professionals. Hello, Aaron. Nice to see you. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Okay. Like right now? Okay, here I come. Good. Stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. I'm not allowed to move. Hello. Hello, that's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Hero, what the I like you. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. I understand what this is as well. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Oh my god. Oh. Maybe it's... Oh god. I'll talk to her again. You must have really... This is like... He's had this conversation in real life that made this game because it didn't go well, I think. Now talk to her again. Okay, you must have worked really hard. I bet you've learned to lean into the pain. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. You're messing it all up again! You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. You don't realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this. Everything was riding on this. Can I move again? I want to try something. Try stemming back from the stage. Oh. Okay. It's made by the same people that made the Stanley Parable, right? Yeah, it is. That made me jump. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, now this is working. This is what it was like.
What's going to happen next in Coda's life? The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
4, then 5? Fuck me. It's not looking good. Play this game properly, you need to keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Are you guys going to keep your eyes closed too? You're not going to make fun of me for this, are you? My eyes are closed. Am I supposed to be doing something? Is there even is it just music? Am I an idiot? No, but it's definitely getting brighter when I look here. Am I looking at the sun? That might be the sun. Look down. To the right. Walk this way. Is that a lamp? Oh, is it the lamppost? Did I win? No, I died, I think. Okay.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
What?
And there is a solution, by the way.
What? Help! I'm blind. Okay, am I allowed to keep my eyes open? Oh, I see. Right, I get it. Please, someone talk to me. Guys, hello? Guys, hello? Okay, help. Help, help, help. What's going on? I can't die like this, I can't die like this. There's a solution. Where's the solution? Is it to pause the game? No? Is it to jump? Is it to press C? Please, someone talk to me. What if I go in here? Aha! Aha! The only way to stop is to speak to some. Bursting with creative energy. I can't keep making these. My work is. I can't keep making these. Yep, that's it. That's the truth. I don't feel it anymore. I'm out of ideas. It's draining me.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I haven't been honest. I can't figure out how to say the thing. I thought it was going to be easy. I can't figure out how to say the thing. Doing it, it's working. Again, he's talking to himself. He wrote all of this dialogue, including the person asking the questions. I'm alone, I'm stuck in it, I have to work harder. We're gonna be okay. It's just him talking to himself. It's so sad.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Wow. So how long's it been now? 4 months, then 5 months, then 6 months, right? Jesus. Hello? Oh, is there going to be a sign? It says you are entering or you are exiting? Oh, I think I get it. We entered we exit the game-making, sphere. Hello? Is anyone there? Is there even a sign? There's no sign. Whoa, fuck. Okay. Weird physics. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I've talked to anyone. Who is it? What's wrong? You look lost. Who is it? Is it the tree? I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. There is nothing left to give to my work. I have nothing left to give to my work. So he's just... this is just him talking, admitting to himself that he's, out of energy and there's nothing left inside. Oh, no. What happened? Did something change? The machine that kept me going and it stopped. Trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. The Whisper engine? The machine that kept me going and it stopped. Is that what he called it? Or was it the Whisper machine? I know that's obviously not what, that's obviously not it. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is the Whisper machine or whatever the fuck you called it before. What? You have to take me to it. I need to see it to know why it stopped. Okay, just keep leading me. I feel like water sounds.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
You little bastard. I can do that, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. If you can help me solve the puzzle, then we can find the machine. Deal? Deal. Deal. I like these trees. Like N64 trees. Ooh, like a weird yawn burp. Yawn
From my
cough.
perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble,
It's his puzzle
just
again.
sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Oh, you have to close the first door, yeah. And then press the switch on the inside. Is it 3? There we go. Nice. Amazing.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Right. That was so simple. I can't believe I never solved it before this. Okay, here we are. What are you talking about? Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the time. Alright. Making games is effortless. Okay, there goes the fucking ceiling. Well, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Oh, so he's now lying to himself. Keep saying that creation is easy. I am constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. Right, I see. I understand, Minmo.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Keep going. Every time I make something, I feel better about myself. Just never stop creating, you'll never feel bad. Now, I can tell you that one works. Doesn't work.
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. Yes, more. Keep going.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it.
Fucking crying is
I
horrible.
wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
There is no shame, no fear, no guilt. I will be saved by my work. I believe this unquestionably I believe this unquestionably. I am a vessel for certainty. There's no shame, no fear, no guilt. And the prison.
But it didn't stop. After
Is that
finishing
a girl
this
in
one,
there, actually?
Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Well, back to the prison, okay. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. Why do we always play as a woman? We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Okay, bam. Oh, I can't yet. Very good. We warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. One more thing that we should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Before I go in here, hold on. There's that fucking bird again. That's that fucking bird again from the Tekkit pack. That was also in Voices of the Void earlier today. This is the 3rd time. That's the same bird. The fucking... You hear it? That's like the fucking like Twilight Forest Minecraft mod bird. Bruh. What the fuck is it doing in every game? Oh my goodness. Well, we get to see the machine. Do you know where the poisonous games have come from? What will you do? Will you be punished? What a find. What are your next actions? What will be done with the machine? How did you capture the moment? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just fucking keep... I said I'd be quick. It's just like an iron lung. Ooh, this Coda.
And of course, it's the machine.
Right. You stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. You stopped feeding us. There's people out there. Can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could you possibly go back to How could we possibly go back to trusting you have to do the job? Go for 2. So here's what's going to happen. You need to go to the puzzle. Sorry, go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. 3. I've been so alone. That one's so out of place, is it not? Curious. It's not obviously not going to reply. Apologize for leaving me. Who is this? Who am I? Again, why do we always play as a woman? No, nothing. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I've seen the thing you fear. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. Alright then. I'll apologize to the people on your behalf. Okay. Hello, everybody. My followers! Oh dear. What a choice of words. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. What? These all him, by the way? Is this all supposed to be him as well? Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Or follow me, we will destroy everything the machine has created. Oh, and we're back. What the fuck is going on? Oh, fuck. I'll make sure your work dies here. What the fuck? Isn't that what you're scared of? Having to live without your precious creations, having to deal with yourself?
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Oh, fuck.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
The thing is, I don't know how old a lot of you are, chat, but this gun, if you listen to it, it's the gun from Half-Life. You can hear it's the SMG from Half-Life. I know it's the same gun from the first game, but it's making the sounds of the Half-Life gun from Half-Life 2. I think it's Half-Life 2. Oh fuck.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
That was the door. I just realized that was the door. Did you see that? Did you notice that? That hole that we fell into was the door puzzle, but it was already open. Put down your weapon. Ow.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
I think Coda wasn't happy.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Right. Oh, we're in the last stretch. We're in the end game now.
And this is
This is
where
so-
I have
I'm
trouble
gonna be
saying
honest.
anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
I need to be honest. I'm just gonna put this out there for you guys. Is anyone else like exhausted? This is a tiring game. You know what I mean? This has been so tiring. Yes. I am so drained by this. Fuck me, dude. The closest I've ever come to crying on stream as well from a video game. Fuck me. I'm glad we didn't play Outer Wilds. Phew. I'm glad. I'm so glad that didn't happen.
This room actually has a maze in it.
A maze? Where? Like an invisible maze? Ah!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is
Oh
really
fuck, that is so
miserable.
bright.
The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
Yeah,
But
fuck
I
me,
do
that's
want to show
bright.
you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a
Can you
bridge
see it on the
over
webcam?
maze.
Hold on. Oh yeah. Crazy. This is like fucking like Aaron's bedroom when we played Among Us. Anytime the alarm would go off in Among Us, this whole room would turn red.
And
It
to
was
be
so
fair,
funny.
it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Nice. 1, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 15, 16, 17. Is that how old he was? Like 2009, 2010, 2011? Potentially.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door.
It's just
meaning that
impossible, dude.
literally
We're like playing it
impossible to solve
backwards.
from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Coda
I feel like
real?
a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
Is Coda a fucking
I can open this
pseudonym?
door for you, so let me do that.
How does the narrator have access to the code enough to be able to do this shit? Is Coda? Okay, I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna stop talking.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
15, 16, 17, right? Okay, I'm gonna just spitball this. I think the Coda is the narrator. I think that he made this, and the Coda is a pseudonym for himself when he was younger, and he found his own old games and replayed them, and was shocked by how dark they were, considering he made them. Because the narrator made this game, right? The narrator also made Stanley Parable, so game development. And they're all really artsy, narrative-driven, story-based games, just like these, like, tech demos. Or they're all, like, very similar, right? I feel like Coda is the narrator. I feel like he's found these games, like, from 2009, maybe, like, in 2023 or something, 2024, played them and been like, wow, I don't recognize this. I don't recognize myself in these.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped
Coda?
and left. And it felt somehow like I had
Maybe
failed.
not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a psycho.
Where did I screw up?
This is really sad. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you to not speak to me
I'm the
anymore.
reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable. And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Would you stop taking my games and showing them to other people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? What? Let them be what they are.
And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. Oh my god. You desperately need something that I cannot give to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with the new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. The fact that you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. It's fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day...
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
Clicks, and that you find peace with the thing you're wrestling. And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Oh, right. I forgot how to do it. I can...
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Crazy. Oh. This game is insane, dude. Oh my god. It's giving me very much like City 17 vibes, you know? From fucking Half-Life 2 again. Watch this clip later.
More
You bastard.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more, more, more. It's like a disease.
Should I watch that right now, Midmoo? Should I literally pull it up right now? I'd recommend it. Okay. I love the fact you clipped this. And I feel like I'm in an ARG or something. Okay. Hold on. Where's my webcam? Oh god, he's a prophet. He's a prophet. He's only gone and fucking predicted it. Oh my goodness. Oh my fucking god. There's no skip this level, so we're done. This is the end. I was in shock you got it so early.
Solution. Solution. Solution.
Well, the thing is, it's like... It's the exact same thing again, though. If he's like... If this has been made as...
If someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's the same thing again. He says it himself. Like, you know, I'm doing it again. I'm showing everyone your work.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Yeah, it is shitty.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
He's charging for this game, by the way. People have to pay to play this. I'm now realizing that.
What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna...
Is it gonna take us back to that first level? Are we going back to Counter-Strike? You'd run it and refund it? Do I refund it? I don't know. Maybe. Might be a made-up story. That's what I'm thinking. Well, probably not, though, right? Maybe. If it's fiction, then it's fucking good. It's good fiction. Because I've been enthralled this entire time. I'm not going to refund it. I don't want to know if it's fiction. I'm just going to pretend it's real. I'm going to like live in the world where Coda is a real person and that this is a fucking real thing that happened. Hello? Hello? You need to play Superliminal mid-mo. Very, very similar vibes. I might play it on stream. I haven't played it in like 2 years. Isn't it? This was the room with the clock in it, but it's been like the layout is different. It's like reused. Oh, of course. Are we gonna fly? Are we gonna float away? What a game. I don't know. I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so tired from this. This has made me so drained. I need to get like I need to get my Udi on. After this, I'm gonna go put my Udi on. I'm gonna get a hot drink. I'm gonna sit down for like 10 minutes and just think. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna go chill out and be like... I love the fact that we're going through that serious part. Darren, I did see the message, but like I didn't want to ruin the moment. If you enjoy the vibe, consider following. And the narrator's having a meltdown. He's like screaming, I'm really sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Roll credits. Fucking... No? Huge labyrinth. There's like something under it though, right?
Turn back from this cave.
Let me turn that down a little bit for you guys. Holy. More. Project would not have been made possible without the following individuals. Thank you, individuals. Who the fuck is R? I'm pointing at myself. Turn back. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here now and fucking, like... Ugh. The camera's right... The fucking microphone's right in the way of my face. I'm sitting here, like, poking myself in the eyes and shit. Yeah, I had a feeling. I was gonna say the lampposts, like... I was thinking about that, because he's like, oh, Coda was fixating on these lampposts. And then, at the end, it's like, hey, stop putting that shit in my work. Don't do that. And he still did it. Is Coda real? Probably not. Hopefully not. Hopefully that was all fake. Hopefully that wasn't real. Fuck me, bro, that is an insane game. That is crazy. And the thing is, like... I want to say, hey, you should play this, but now you don't have a reason to. You know what I mean? Because you were here with me while I was doing it. But you should play this game. If I put this on YouTube as a VOD, I need to put a clip at the beginning saying, like, hey, fucking play the game before you watch someone else play it. And that nearly had me in tears multiple times. It's crazy. That's absolute. I had a great time with that. I had a great fucking time with that. I need to just take some time and think. You know what I mean? Understand why I told you had to go in blind? Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. I feel like I missed like everything. It's okay. You can, there's gonna be, I'll put the VOD up on YouTube and everything. It'll all be there for you. you should definitely watch it through. If you're interested, if it hooked you near the beginning, watch it on the YouTube video. There'll be a link in the Discord when it goes up. So there is also a link to the VODs channel. You can just reach it if you want it. But what did we think? What did you think, chat? What were your thoughts, people who watched me play that just now? I want to hear what you guys think. It's probably fictional, but the point is that the impact is real. Yeah, but I don't know. There's something about it, like, I feel like the message is muddied depending on, like, the whole message of the game kind of leverages on whether it's real or not, you know? Because, like, if it's true that he gave all this guy's games away and was like, fucking, he's depressed. He's just depressed. He's a weird guy. He's really depressed. He's always sad. And he did that in the past. Then make this game to like, as penance for that fact. And then, I'm spoiling it for people who didn't see it, but whatever. And then made this saying, like, it's just doing all the same things again, except now I'm paying you for it, you know? So I hope it's not fictional, but I want to pretend it is, because it feels much more impactful. It's a lovely adventure. The impact being so real that you believe it is real is insane. Yeah, that's true. But it being like the little guy, just who wanted to make games. Yeah, I feel that. There was a lot of stuff in there that's just... It applies just generally, I think, to any kind of creative outlet. Like, the feelings are all... They're not universal. Some people don't really struggle with them as much, I think. But, you know, things like creative burnout, feeling like you're a failure, imposter syndrome, the, like, need to perform, you know, constantly battling, like, your expectations of yourself versus the things that you make. And, you know, a lot of the stuff that goes into making this is very personal. It's very singular, like, okay. I know that we just sat here, there's 20 of us, sorry, including me, here doing this. But there were parts during this where I was almost in tears, because it's like, at the end of the day, you're just talking to yourself. And I'm like, right. Yeah, I can kind of feel that too. Because the minute I press that button, you don't exist. You know? And it's just back to, what are we doing next time? What are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing the day after? What's the next stream? What's the next big idea? And, like, I get it. I feel it. 100%. 100%. And, like, the little, like you said, the stand-up notebook, like the journal, and the room full of ideas, uncanny that they were, like, it's the exact same. And it's just, I don't know, there was some stuff in there that just, it really hit me. I enjoyed that game a lot. I think that's fantastic. If you haven't got it, you should try it yourself. He wrote all of this barely a year after releasing his breakout smash hit, The Stanley Parable, which we will be playing at some point. I've always thought, it's just a bit of a silly game, Stanley Parable. We don't need to play that. We will be playing it. Holy shit, we'll be playing it. That was incredible. I enjoyed that a lot. I'm going to go ahead and quit out of that, rather than stare into the main screen. And I did say that when the game ends, so does the stream. So I have streamed today for 5 hours, so I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break now. I'm going to go get myself some I'm going to go get myself some hot tea. May I say my idea? Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Go crazy. But I'm going to get myself some tea, and I'm going to put my Oodie on, and I'm going to get very comfortable, and I will be hanging out in the Discord for a little while to play some video games. Why am I going to me again? I don't want to see my own face. However, what I will say is, those of you who joined today just to kind of hang out and watch that game. What is that? Hold on, what's the text? We've got a server error on the screen. You see that? But those of you who've just joined today, you're new to the stream. If you wouldn't mind, please consider following. It really does help. We are currently doing a daily streamathon, so I've been streaming at least once a day, sometimes twice, for the duration of this week. That's until Sunday. We are currently 25 followers away from our goal. Okay, if we hit the goal, it's a 12-hour stream with a giveaway and a couple of drinks. So if you want to help, just hit the follow button. It's free, etc., etc. What if Coda is the developer before Stanley became a hit, and the pressure of giving another game made his past self, the game maker, out of fun, lose interest, etc. But then what about all those games? Where did they come from? You know what I mean? I can see it. I can see the vision. My Discord isn't down. I can see Discord. It's working. It looks like it's working for me. I'm going to check it and make sure, just to be safe. But again, we will be hanging out in there. If you want to come in and hang out, feel free. We are going to raid someone new once again. So, I want to start screening the people that I raid. We got Andrea, no art. Seems like a normal stream. So we're going to go raid them. They are currently doing some... what is this? Pencil portrait art. So we'll go and give them some support. Please be on your best behavior. It's our first time there. And I'll see you guys soon, okay? Thank you all very much for today. I hope you all had fun. I fucking certainly didn't. And I'll see you all soon, okay? I love you very much. We'll be live again tomorrow from approximately 3 p.m. GMT. That's that's some hours from now. I don't know exactly how many. It's, 17 hours from now? Something like that? But thank you all for today. I hope you all had fun. I certainly did. Okay, I'll see you soon. I'll be in the Discord. Link is... Oh no! Link is in the chat if you'd like to join. I think it's already there. And your raid message is just there. If you want to go ahead, copy that. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Thank you all for today. I love you very much. See you later. Bye, everybody.